T.I. is back on the cruise show, Real 92.3. Let's get it.
T.I.
Yeah,
Expeditiously.
You dig.
ExpediTIously.
Yeah.
ExpediTIously.
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 ExpediTIously. ExpediTIously. Great word.
Thank you.
First time I heard it was out of your mouth.
Are you serious?
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah. Does that shock you?
It does.
Your vocabulary is pretty up there,
Thank you.
right?
Thank you.
I know you pride yourself on that, man.
Not really.
No?
I guess, okay, I do.
Yeah. You feel me? T.I. is here, man.
Yeah.
The podcast. Whose idea was it to give you this podcast, Expedition? Because whoever's idea it was, genius, my G. It's about time.
I would have to say it would be Podcast One, and my manager Brian Sher. I think that was,
So you get the call and
I just got the calls. My manager said, "Hey, listen, let's just take the meeting."
Sure.
I know it's not really in your. Because I've been asked to do radio and all kinds of other stuff. And I was like, man, I don't want to do that.
You've been asked to do morning shows and afternoon shows,
syndicated shows and things like that.
You don't have time for that.
I don't want to do that. I don't want a job.
Yeah.
Okay. That's the main
We
thing.
on the same frequency.
Yeah.
do not want a job.
What is it about everyone who doesn't want to
That's the man.
work?
I don't want nobody like cutting me no check. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You don't want to feel like you're
I don't want no
owned,
paycheck.
You don't
every
want a
week.
paycheck?
No.
You don't want a boss?
No, not at all. I would take on a partner.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, you're at that level, but
Yeah,
have you ever had a boss? Did you ever have a regular 9-to-5 gig?
Not since I've been T.I.
Well, right, but coming up.
Before then, when I was 14, I worked at Wendy's.
That's right.
I just had Wendy's last night.
Yeah,
Yeah,
when I
the
was
spicy
14,
chicken nuggets, huh?
Yeah.
When I was 14, I worked at Wendy's for a bit.
Mm-hmm. Wendy's is underrated, by the way. Their burgers are fire.
I worked at a car wash.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I hit rock bottom, I'd get a job to get me just enough money to get me my first little, starter package and start trapping.
Right.
You know what I mean? Get me got $350, $500, and then I go and do what I need to do and go on, the rest of the way. But I just don't like the idea, the concept of clocking in.
I hear you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Neither does this guy.
I'm an
but
entrepreneur.
he shows up.
just-
When he shows up.
Show up till I don't have to show up.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just an entrepreneur just by
But
nature.
let's not get it twisted for those watching, right? You have to work.
I have to work even that.
hard, and
I
it's
work
okay to have
harder.
a regular job.
I work harder
Because you don't have
for
a boss.
myself,
Right.
than I would for anyone else.
Sure.
You know what I'm
But when you're
saying?
signed to a label, you're also working for the label.
Well,
Am
if
I
you
right?
get net profits and it's an investment, the label invests into the commodity, which is me.
Yeah.
And whatever investment they make into the commodity, which is me, after the records are sold and
by the star who is who?
which is me,
Right.
which and the investment has been recouped. Everything on top of that is profit. And if you have a net profits deal, you are splitting profits.
Oh, okay. So you're in
with
a partnership.
Exactly. It's not just me being signed and pointing their finger saying where to go and what to do.
Right.
So I haven't really, that's not in me. I don't. Although you should if you must.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You should if you must.
Nothing wrong with
There's nothing wrong with
hard
having
work.
an honest day's work, getting an honest day's pay. There's nothing wrong with that for you.
Mm-hmm.
But for me,
It's different.
I've made it's different because I made it different.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying? I
Got
just
it.
sit on my ass and enjoy being broke and just refuse to go do anything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I just, I happen to find a way to follow my passion and my dreams, and now I do what I love for a living.
Yep. You have this passion that pretty much oozes out of you, Tip.
No, thank you, bro.
For the podcast, when you're recording the podcast, you have guests. It's as raw as you want it to be, correct?
Absolutely. Yeah, we talk about whatever respectfully can be spoken about amongst.
Do you worry about what you could say, can't say?
I mean, no. I have no reason to. I'm gonna speak my truth, but at the same time, I have to allow them to speak their truth as well.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? You can't just be the only one here speaking. So I think that
you have guests coming in.
Sure.
It's a.
We want to attack the issues and have the discussions that can, have the most impact in pushing the culture forward.
Yep.
Sure.
And advising, enlightening, inspiring, and encouraging the generation. So I look at it as if I were back in the position that I was in before I became T.I., and I was able to have conversations, discussions, to have videos available for me to navigate me through all of the obstacles that I may face between there and here.
Got it.
I feel like that would be very useful and beneficial to me. So that's what I want to provide to the young person that's in that position right now.
For sure, for sure. When do new episodes drop for the podcast?
Every Thursday.
Every Thursday.
Yep, every Thursday.
People can
no
count
particular
on
time.
Right.
Because I ain't got no
Yeah.
job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Every
I'll
Thursday.
drop it when I
though.
want to
Yeah.
drop it,
You know what I'm saying? From 11:59 to from 12:01 to 11:59. You know, sometime in between now. You know what I mean?
No, I feel that. Tip, with this career that you have and that just continues to flourish, right? Your kids are also coming into their own as
Right
well.
on.
We're not going to let the kids outdo us, though, right?
I mean, man, if I must be outdone,
No,
you know,
no,
if
no,
I
no,
must
no.
be outdone.
You know how tough it is. It's got to be tough, right? To be your child,
Right.
because at one point it becomes a little competitive. You become competitive.
I mean, man, you know, not really
If
for
my dad
me.
did radio, I'd want it to be better than my dad.
I wouldn't, man. I feel like we're better together than we are apart.
I get that, Tip, but you're a very competitive person. You
I
know
am,
what I mean?
but not with my kids,
Yeah,
though.
man, you gotta be, man. You have
I
to
mean,
be.
listen. Now I tell you what.
They want your shine.
I tell you what. If it's a foot race,
Mhm.
or you know what I'm saying, it's you challenging me as an old man, and then I'm gonna get real competitive. But I want to see them flourish. I want to see them
Of course.
go above and beyond my, you know, what I was able to accomplish. So I welcome that defeat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Plus, it makes you work harder as well.
I mean, if they don't look good, I don't look good.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Hey, Tiny was here a few weeks back, and she was talking about the vacation that Lauren was planning for everyone. You guys were headed to Bali with Nip and Lauren.
Yeah.
And that never happened, obviously.
Right.
And I know that you've been to the Marathon store and
Yeah.
all that. And I know your relationship with Nip.
Lil bro was
your brother.
solid. Yeah, man. And we definitely had a bond. And I just grew to appreciate his level of commitment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And his level of discipline.
Would you say you two were cut from the same cloth?
I mean, we were cut from similar material.
I feel that.
We were cut from similar material, you know what I'm saying? We may have had different seamstresses, but we would definitely,
Understood.
we had we had more similarities than we did differences.
Yeah. You remember the last conversation you had with Nip?
It was actually about the vacation. It was actually about
Was he
the
excited?
vacation. I mean, it was just like, yo, where we going, homie? You know what I'm saying? It was when we had that party. Yeah, at that party at I think it was the Peppermint Club to celebrate the Grammy nomination. And Mars 1500 and them was there, Snoop was there, Jay was there, Dave Chappelle was there. And just in the midst of the celebration, you know what I'm saying, he pulled me to the side like, yo, where we going? You know what I'm saying? And we didn't, you just said Bali, and I didn't know anything. I didn't know it was Bali.
Oh, really?
I never knew. Me and Nip thought we was figuring something out, trying to figure out where to go. I didn't know it was already.
Wow.
Oh, they already knew where we were going all along. Oh, well, thanks, Cruz. I didn't know. Sorry, because me and Nip, we was like, yo, so where we gonna go? We was like, man, I don't know, man. What about? And I'm glad we
guys were
never
going to
came.
Bali,
and
man.
Yeah, well, I guess we were going to Bali.
Yeah, man. I know what you get for Christmas, too. You want to know?
Yeah,
I got that info.
Well,
man.
oh,
I'm kidding.
all
I'm
right.
kidding. ExpediTIously is the podcast. It's available Apple Music, wherever podcasts can be
Apple
found.
Podcasts.
Apple Podcasts, absolutely.
Apple Podcasts, Podcast One.
Yeah, man.
I want to know, T.I., what is
Okay.
up with Atlanta, the sequel? Are we ever going to see that?
ATL. I mean, man, we for one, it's green lit,
okay.
and I
That's good
honestly,
news.
I honestly can say they waiting on us. We're writing the script, and I gotta get the green light from Lauren. You know what I mean?
Got it.
When Lauren says she ready to do new, we gone.
Got to do it with Lauren.
But I think Lauren right now, you know what I'm saying, she focusing on her producing. She got some things that she'll be releasing as a producer, and I believe even perhaps a director. And I think that she's focusing on another level of storytelling You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
But whenever she's ready, we ready.
Jay-Z in the NFL, what do you think there, Tip?
I think that it's too soon to think anything.
Yeah.
You know, I think
Want to see it play out?
Yeah, I think what we have to do is let Jay's reputation speak for him.
Shouldn't we trust Jay at this point?
That's what I mean. Yeah, I think we got to let Jay's reputation speak for him. Like if he's ever led us astray, then we have a reason to be suspicious. But if he hasn't, then we must, for one, those of us who know Jay and have any like extensive experience with him, we know that, you know, he's extremely secretive and kind of covert in his approach to things. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, it always, you know, there's always a method to the madness and a logic to the action.
Absolutely.
So given that we already know that from past experience, we got to give him that benefit of the doubt.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Talk to me about some of the guests that you've had on ExpediTIously.
Let's see here, man.
Who has stood out?
Man, Miss Pat. You ever heard of Miss Pat?
Miss Pat, talk to me about
Yeah, Miss Pat. She's a new comedian. She just got her own show with Hulu. And she is like extremely vocal, raunchy, honest, and
right. Those are the best people.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
But those are also people that you worry. I worry about people that way, or you know, that are that way. I do, man, because the world is out to get them, man.
I mean, man, but it's so many. If it's too many of them, they can't kill us all.
I hear you, and they can't deport us all either.
You dig what I'm saying? That's the way.
Talk to me.
Yeah.
Talk to me, man.
Anyone but Trump 2020.
That's it. That's it. Anyone, right?
Anyone but Trump.
Anyone, dog.
2020.
Ah, God, I agree with that.
I don't give a damn if it's Democrat, Republican, aristocrat. God damn it.
Do you favor
anyone but Trump 2020?
Would you ever consider?
Hell no.
Hell no. You know what kind of job that is? That's a job.
I don't want to get a job. Yeah. I don't want no damn job. I am in the for-profit business.
My man.
Any position I take that could get me in trouble for doing legitimate business.
Yeah. So you don't have a resume, huh?
Do I have a resume?
Yeah.
I mean, hell no.
Speaking of Trump, though, my guy Ye, your guy Ye, Jesus is King is the gospel album that's set to release in September.
We don't even know if it's a gospel album, dude.
Well, it's called Jesus is King.
Well, that don't mean it's gospel.
Well, it should be with
was
that
Jesus
title.
Walks gospel?
Yeah.
Jesus Walks wasn't gospel.
It was. In a way, it was. Absolutely. No. Yeah, we can agree to disagree. You know what I mean?
I believe he even put a curse word in there.
He did.
So how could that go? You got a gospel with curse words?
Well, listen, God understands.
God does understand. You know, God does understand.
You have a moment.
But anyway, let's go on to we could talk about this all day.
Yeah. No, so, I know.
Jesus King, I think is going to be a dope album.
What do you think? You think so? Have you heard any of it?
I haven't heard any of it, but I have met with Kanye, man. I was just with him this past Sunday.
Yeah.
And
what was that like, man?
All of our differences aside, I will say I felt like he was in a much better space. He was in a much better space. He was personally seemed at peace. You know what I mean? He didn't seem confused, bewildered. He didn't seem like, you know, his mind was cluttered. He seemed like he was very focused, attentive, and dedicated to his present cause. You know what I mean?
Awesome. Yeah.
And you know, it was just good for me as a homie to see him, you know, in great spirits like that.
Sure. Answer me this: as a wealthy individual,
I'm rich. I'm not wealthy yet.
Oh, well, there's a difference. You're right. As a rich individual, how do the rich stay rich? In a few words.
I think the grind is important. Pretending they're not rich, not settling for or kicking back on the luxuries that they have for them all the time. You got to pretend that you don't have what you know you have sometimes, so you'll still work as hard.
You got to mind fuck yourself a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's
you know what I'm saying? A little bit. Like right now, you know what I'm saying? I want to go buy a watch, but I'm not because I'm doing this.
But are you going to buy the watch?
Nah, I think I'm going to, no, not today.
Why not, man? Go get it, man.
Yeah.
Because I don't really need it. I have a watch.
Yeah.
Well,
you have watches.
I do. So I don't really need another one. You know what I'm saying?
But you want it. Go get it. You work for it.
Nah.
Is that the last honest conversation you had with yourself? What is the last honest conversation you had with yourself?
That might have been it. That might have been it. You know what I'm saying?
You talked yourself out of it.
Yeah, I just came to the conclusion, like, for real, what are you gonna go spend $500,000 on a watch for?
$500,000 on
That's how much the watch costs.
That's how much it costs.
And I no need in getting something that I don't really want. So if I'm not gonna get that, you know, I might just go get some property instead.
Property.
Yeah.
That's the
I
conversation.
might just go make an investment. I might make an
Yeah.
investment rather than just go buy something to treat myself. I might just go treat myself to an investment.
That's awesome.
Treat yourself to an investment.
Yeah.
God, that's you are evolved. That's a very,
Thank you.
you know
bro.
what I mean, enlightened person. You know
I
what I mean?
appreciate that.
There's no.
I think that knowing that you can if you want to is half of it.
Absolutely. If you
see
know
what I'm
you
saying?
have it,
if you know you can
pretty,
go get it if you want
it's
to.
It's easier.
Yeah, that's what you like. Usually when you buy stuff, it's like, I'm gonna do this to show myself I can get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But if you already know you can get it, then it's like, okay, yeah, I could if I want to, but I'm not because I'd rather do something that's more beneficial.
Sure. Hey, when the mics were off at Revolt and the cameras are off, did you and Candace have a sidebar?
I told her, man, I'm not against you. You my sister. You know what I mean?
That's right.
You my sister. I think you brilliant. You just on some bullshit.
And what was her response?
She just not for that.
Did she?
Right now, you know.
That's
You gotta
it.
respect
That's
that, right?
it, man.
Hey, man, I love you, but you on some bullshit.
I think you brilliant. You my sister. I'm not against you. I'm not here to attack you, but
Right.
you on some bullshit.
Right. Would you go on vacation with her?
Nah.
No?
I don't think it's. I mean, how about this? I wouldn't plan a vacation with
But if
her,
y'all bumped into each
but
other, it'd
if
be
we
all
were
good.
at the same resort or on the same island,
Got
I
it.
wouldn't, she could still, I still have a drink with
You're
her. And we could
cordial,
still be
absolutely.
cordial.
You're a respectful
Absolutely.
person, man.
Absolutely.
Yo, Rhythm and Flow. Talk to me about that really quick, man.
Man, it's a competition show, hip hop competition show,
this
man.
is so good, man. You, Cardi. I mean, this
Yeah,
is,
me, Cardi, Chance the Rapper, Netflix. We comb the streets, the clubs, the barbershops.
like you seriously did. Like on God, you did.
Yeah. Boots on the ground.
My man.
Boots on the ground, man. We went to places that we knew that Netflix or the other distribution channels weren't going to go.
Do you put pressure on yourself as if like, yo, like this somewhat relies on me, so it's got to be right. Like
Absolutely. That was like one of the most stringent criteria that we had, that it had to be authentic, had to be true to the culture, and it couldn't just check boxes. It had to be genuine in its hope to find the leader of the next generation.
Mm-hmm. You recently said big dick energy. You have to believe in it.
Yeah, you got to. I think if you look, man,
What if you don't have one, one that's that size?
Well, you need to find a woman with a smaller hole. I'm just telling you,
I'm
man.
on a search for little holes.
I mean, hey, man.
Yo.
You do your research however you see fit. I just think
You gotta believe in it though.
Look though, man, if you can
Yeah.
trace any insecurity from a man, the most high key bitch assness, I feel, leads itself back to a little dick.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I feel. Because if you personally,
when a little dick motherfucker acting like a little dick motherfucker.
you dig what I'm saying? Little dick energy is easy to spot out.
Yeah,
You can tell when people are just trying to be loud to compensate.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And
Do you feel that in this room at all?
I haven't even I haven't brought my barometer. I have no barometer in the room right now. So
I'm telling you right now, this podcast is fire. Do not miss this podcast. It's just a taste. You feel me?
Pause.
You don't hold back. Even if you do, we can't tell. You know what I'm saying? And you live your life and you say what you say you mean.
I do.
Which I appreciate.
I do, man. I have a genuine passion just for communicating thoughts to people, to offer them alternatives to the thoughts they already have.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Now, when it's time to premiere records, are you bringing them to you first, or are you gonna give radio what we want?
Man, I just put out a record. I just put out a video, short film today.
Good.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
That had me in tears almost.
Yeah.
Man.
Why, Les?
It was just a great story. I don't want to give it away, but it's a really, really heartfelt story.
Man, it features Tiana Taylor, She directed it and starred in it.
Really good.
Yeah, I wrote it and we collaborated together. And one thing I wanted to do with her was something that she hadn't done before. Like she's a phenomenal director. She's a phenomenal actress. She's a phenomenal performer.
Yeah.
But I wanted to kind of push the line for both of us to where we could tell a story that was provocative, impactful, and honest. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
True to the times and the things that we're going through in our communities now. And that's what she trusted me. I trusted her because this came out the pocket. You dig? So
yeah.
Passion.
and usually when you have things that come out the pocket, you ain't able to spend as much as we were able to spend to invest in a vision. So we trusted each other.
She's smoking that Cali, huh? I can hear it.
Ah, man. I'm so recreational right now.
Yo, before you go, whose idea was it when you shower, Tiny washes you down? Your idea, her idea?
I don't remember, but it was a damn good one.
Yeah,
Great idea. So you just stand there and she just kind of runs over your body with a loofah?
No, she don't use a loofah.
Her hands?
Sometimes in some areas.
Got it.
And other areas, they're hand towels.
Yeah. Can Tiny call my wife later?
Yeah.
help me out, please.
I mean, I give her the number, you know what I'm saying?
Worth a
I
shot,
can't really
Reggie.
make her do nothing.
No, don't make her do nothing. Plus, Tiny is probably not one to be made to do something.
Yeah, she a G. But yeah, she won't even, she don't want me to wash myself.
Wow.
Like if I start washing myself, she'll say, I got it. You know what I'm saying?
That's-
I was gonna do it.
Goals.
You know what I mean?
Good for you, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I pretty much got it made.
You got it made, bro.
Yeah, pretty
Good
much
life,
got it
man.
made.
Salute, man.
Thank you so much.
We are wasting your time.
Hey man,
sir.
you know what? You too can have it made.
Give us more
You
secrets.
too can have it made.
Well, yeah, man.
successful-
Right now, my wife and I, we shooting for a girl. Any tips, man? I mean,
Man,
you've made one or
stroke
two?
to the left.
Stroke to the left.
Stroke to the left for a little girl. Yeah.
Dante Wilder said I have to spell my name in it. He said that works.
Hey, that was a good one.
And Kobe said I have to talk to his wife about it. You know what I mean?
Damn.
But shout out to
He
Kobe.
got 4, right?
Four girls.
Four
yeah.
girls straight.
He is.
Sheesh.
Yeah, he's a girl machine.
Pink ball, corner pocket.
ExpediTIously, the podcast
Yes,
expected
sir.
on Thursdays. Podcast one, my guy. Salute, man.
Salute, bro.
Seriously, man. Anything
Love
you
and
need from us,
respect.
let us know.
Man, I just need you to continue to do what you're doing, bro. That's
it.
it, man. You're doing a phenomenal job at it, all of you.
Thank you
And
so much.
you
Yep.
guys. Appreciate
and
it.
welcome home, Real 92.3 Los Angeles.
You
this is your new
did.
home, my guy.
That's right.
My brother. Appreciate it,
Love.
man. Introduce me to your tooth guy as well, man. I'm looking to get my
My
teeth done.
tooth guy? You mean
Yeah.
my dentist?
Yeah, your
Dentist.
dentist.
Okay.
No, listen, you have a tooth guy.
A tooth guy? A tooth guy? I have a dentist. An orthodontist.
Flex, but Mustard said I got a tooth guy, so that's where I got it from.
Okay,
All right,
gotcha.
my guy. Yo, appreciate it, bro.
Love
Thank
and
you,
respect, man.
To Paris, there he is, T.I. Cruise Show, Real 92.3.